Not yet. Dang it. Well, I guess you can't solve all of life's problems with one single punch. But there is one kid who can. Alex Kidd, released in 1987 on the Sega Master System by Sega. Let's not pop it in and take a trip to Miracle World. When you think of the Sega Master System, what's the first game that comes to mind? Leave your answers in the comments below. Now for me, it's far and beyond Alex Kidd in Miracle World. Now Alex Kidd was poised as Sega's answer to Nintendo's Mario at the time, and Alex Kidd actually predates Sonic, who eventually became the face of Sega. It was later built into many Master System and Master System 2 consoles. It ended up receiving an impressive 5 sequels. Those included Alex Kidd The Lost Stars, Alex Kidd in the Enchanted Castle, Alex Kidd in High Tech World, the Japanese only Alex Kidd BMX Trial, and Alex Kidd in Shinobi World. Now there was also a remake titled Alex Kidd in Miracle World DX that was released on most modern platforms in 2021. Interestingly, Alex Kidd in Miracle World was originally going to be a licensed Dragon Ball Z game, but the license expired during development and they had to scrap it and start everything up again. So, your name is Alex Kidd. You have courage, a punch that shatters rocks, and a job to do. You learn that the mysterious city of Radicasian is in danger. All your skills and talents are desperately needed. You will face obstacles, solve mysteries, and learn secrets as you go. There's high adventure around every corner. It will take a kid like you to handle a challenge like this. There are 17 stages to traverse, with 3 Janken henchmen. Now, what the heck are Janken henchmen, you ask? So, they are boss fights, which have a unique battle style in that you play rock, paper, scissors, or Janken, with the bosses, and the best out of 3 wins. Alex's punch can take out enemies and break rocks to clear your path. There are blocks that contain money bags, which can be used in the various shops scattered throughout the levels. Up for purchase at these shops are power-ups, lives, and most usefully, and definitely most fun, are the vehicles, such as motorbikes and helicopters. They are a bit tricky to control, and you'll see here that I don't have it for long, but they're still fun. Now regrettably, this is a one-hit kill game. Understandable for the vintage, but yeah, it's far from unplayable or unfair, barring a few very rare instances. So this game is not easy, but once you learn the patterns and you take your time, you can do quite well. This is thankfully one of those rare retro games that does not have a time limit. Now, visually, at least for me, these visuals are as iconic and as burned into my brain as much, if not more, than the original Super Mario Bros. quintessential Master System visuals. Very colourful, detailed sprites. I absolutely love the look of this game. Always have. As for the audio, well, same as the visuals, the music, especially the first 2 tracks, is buried deep in the recesses of my mind. I will never forget the main theme. Incredibly catchy, and I still hum and whistle it to this day. Now the other tracks, they aren't as memorable, but I love them all the same. So, if there is one weak spot in this overall excellent game, it would certainly be the controls. Not the worst by a long shot, but the hitboxes of the enemies and Alex's punch can be a point of contention. Especially when you've got a game here that you get killed in one hit. So you gotta be pretty precise. Now his jump and movement, on the other hand, feels great. So, as I mentioned a bit before, Alex Kidd is as memorable for me as the NES Super Mario Bros. Is, I'm sure, for many gamers. A huge part of that is when I was very young, my cousin brought down his Master System to our grandma's. I was too young to play well, and very likely died consistently. But to this day, I truly do think this was my first actual video game experience. And my mind was blown even further by the fact that it was a built-in game. So you turn on the system with no cart, and up pops Alex Kidd. Those 2 first levels bring me a warm nostalgic comfort anytime I play through them. Now, around 3 years ago, I found out that they had actually remade Alex Kidd in Miracle World, and it included the original, so naturally, I had to have it for my shelf. Now this remake is lovingly recreated with rearranged music, gorgeous graphics, and some quality of life changes. You can instantly change between modern or retro style with a touch of a button. It also includes a boss rush. It's a remake I highly recommend. I even got the Platinum Trophy for it. Alright, pricing is very interesting. Now that's in the sense that both the cart and complete are very expensive, like easily north of $150. The box and cart are quite rare, but what I find funny is that you can get a Master System console for less than that, and it has the game built in. Now it would be nice to have the box on my shelf, but as it stands, it's just too expensive. The remake box has a reversible cover with the original artwork, so that's good enough for me. Okay, that was the iconic Alex Kidd in Miracle World. So that was the one and only Alex Kidd in Miracle World. Although there are other Alex Kidd games, this one is very special. Essentially the Master System's flagship. As I said, I don't have the card itself, it's way too expensive. But the DX remake here on PS4, that's good enough for me. It's a very special game. There are some difficult parts, but the nostalgia absolutely oversees that. Yeah, so there's no question, that is absolutely going back on the shelf. And in retrospect, you know, there are no bad games. But there can be bad remakes and remasters. This is absolutely not one of those. See you later.